Thanks, guys. Let's start by going back in time. September 17th, 2022, and that right there is A.J. Henning before he transferred to Northwestern for the 2023 season. Henning was breaking tackles, scoring touchdowns for the Michigan Wolverines back then. This punt return TD right here would be his last time scoring at the Big House before he hit the transfer portal. But this Saturday, Henning returns to Ann Arbor for the first time since leaving. I was able to catch up with AJ, who said he'll be looking to take it to the house at the Big House once again.
I mean, anytime you get in the end zone as a player, it's an incredible feeling, and to do it in front of that type of crowd, it's something I'm looking to replicate again this Saturday for sure.
Henning has found the end zone 8 times in 22 games at Northwestern. He was named an All-Big Ten honorable mention last season and just recently eclipsed 1,000 career receiving yards. Although he's been a Wildcat for almost 2 full seasons now, Henning still maintains many of the relationships he built while at Michigan.
Once you get on the team and you're in an environment like that, it's a brotherhood, and it truly goes beyond just, the sport of football. And I think that's what makes football so special, is because you bond and you create memories and bonds that last a lifetime.
Since joining his new football family here at Northwestern, Henning's dedication and energy has left quite the impression on head coach David Braun and veteran running back Cam Porter.
I think AJ's only missed 1 practice this entire year, fall camp throughout the entire season. But it just speaks to his competitiveness, his commitment to this team.
And his energy is contagious. You guys want to be around him. They want to, feel that energy, feel that passion, man, and that's what he embodies.
Henning's energy can be seen on the field and on the internet, where Henning has gained a big social media following, has over 570,000 followers on TikTok, enough to fill the Big House 5 times.
Definitely walked in on some, unique TikToks being made. That's kind of his niche.
Last year, Henning bought into what it means to be a Wildcat, helping lead the team to a bowl victory in his first season at Northwestern.
People may doubt the team, but, we always have the expectation for ourselves that we're going to go out there and we're going to, work our tail off and fight for victory each and every day.
Henning is among a core group of players in their last season for Northwestern. Coach Braun is using that as motivation for Northwestern to win their final 2 games and clinch bowl eligibility.
We got 12 days left in the regular season with this group. 2 guaranteed opportunities with a really special group of young men. Let's go battle our butts off and extend that opportunity.
For Henning, a win on Saturday at Michigan would be extra special.
I'm an alumni of the university. Returning there and getting a win in that stadium would mean a lot to me.
A.J. Henning returns to the Big House this Saturday, Northwestern taking on Michigan at 2:30 Central Time. Sunday afternoon, people from all over the Chicago area flocked to St. Luke's Church in Evanston to hear the final concert of Bach Week's 50-year run, a performance of Bach's legendary B minor Mass. The festival includes a series of concerts throughout the week at various Evanston venues, and Sunday's final show was a culmination of some of the most accomplished musicians in the Chicago area and plenty of volunteer musicians. Months of work is put into the final performance each season.
Working together and planning together has just been a labor of love for years and years and years.
Bach Week's musical director, Richard Webster, was a 21-year-old Northwestern music student and the assistant organist at St. Luke's when he played at Bach Week's first performance in 1974. The very next year, he was put in charge of the festival. Even after moving to Massachusetts, he commutes back to Evanston each year for Bach Week. He is moved to bring the music of his favorite composer to life one last time for Bach Week.
This has been my baby, and now the baby's all grown up, and we're sad, but we're also going to celebrate because we have a lot to be proud of. And what a joy. And these are tears of joy, not of sadness.
The joy of Bach Week has formed a tight-knit community, adding to the power of the music.
The things I have always loved about this festival is the people.
Making connections, human connections with your musicians allows the music to come to life.
Christopher Plotner sang in the Bach Week choir from 2006 up till 2022 when he moved to Michigan. The impact of Bach Week brought him back for its final show.
We came back for this because Bach Week was such an important part of my life.
After a 50-year run, Bach Week ended on a high note. The B minor Mass, lasting over 2 hours in its entirety, brought the St. Luke's crowd to its feet and brought Webster off of his. For Medill, I am Sammy Krimstein.
But it's nice to have something on the lake. This is beautiful. Yes.
Outstanding atmosphere.
Absolutely. I absolutely love it. I think it's great for the students. It's great for us to be here on campus, for all the students to come and enjoy. And it's right here. The food's great, food trucks. It's been a really, really good environment, and we enjoy coming.
Ditto, I love it.
I think Northwestern, it's perfect because we don't have, the student body's not huge. We don't have a ton of alumni, coming in for every game. So I think this is the perfect, identity for Northwestern.
And once you get inside the stadium, it is absolutely electric. Today's game, Northwestern taking on ranked Indiana, a sellout. Well, both of these head coaches at these Illinois colleges, Illinois natives and Illinois high school basketball legends, both of them in different years won Mr. Illinois, a basketball high school award. Both these guys could ball in high school. Collins ended up playing at Duke, and Simmons ended up playing his college ball at Indiana and Evansville. Well, it's just such a cool moment for these players. One of the real perks of going to Northwestern, you get to come here, play at Wrigley Field. Northwestern all-time 2-0 here at the friendly confines, and it's just an incredible atmosphere. We had some weather issues earlier today, but this weather wants us to play some baseball here tonight, really clearing up. It's a great night to play some ball here at the friendly confines. After 2 consecutive March Madness appearances, Northwestern men's basketball enters a new era. Boo Buie, who just signed a 2-way deal with the New York Knicks, leaves behind a massive hole for Chris Collins' squad. Their first in-season test came on Monday, taking on the Lehigh Mountain Hawks. Getting things started early in the first half, Nick Martinelli gets the steal, and KJ Wyndham tosses it down. Here's Big Matt, goes for the slam. He's got it. Big Man gives NU its first points of the season. I'm Sammy Krimstein here with NNN Sports Night, and Northwestern taking the Sunday afternoon victory over Cornell 67-54, leading the way. 3 transfers for Northwestern: Grace Sullivan, Kyla Jones, Taylor Williams. 47 out of Northwestern's 67 points. I am Sammy Krimstein here with Giants manager TJ Brockway. The Giants, a 10-3 win tonight at home against the Braves. And the highlight of the game was Liam Deal, who was dealing tonight 7 innings of incredible work, only 2 earned runs. What was working so well for him tonight?
I think the best thing about it was at first he might have struggled a little bit. It was about his sequences.
And how was the recruiting process in high school for you? Like, when did you first start hearing from schools? Like, how was it when you first started hearing from schools? I know that's very exciting for any student athlete.
Yeah, so I I think I was the first age group to actually have the NCAA rule change.
Final question. This DePaul program, very storied, of course, led by Doug Bruno. Wasn't here today, but just tell me about your relationship with him. And I mean, you guys have both been doing this for quite a long time.
Yeah, he's one of my great friends, and we just, prayers for Doug and his family, and I was glad to hear that he's doing better. So it was very strange, surreal playing DePaul and him not being at the other end. But hopefully we can get him back soon, and he's one of the great coaches in the history of Chicago and our sport. So we wish him well.
Absolutely is. Thank you so much for your time, Coach.
Thanks.
It's going to be really tough for David Braun to take a team that is struggling, that will lose its best players, with a really just as difficult schedule next year and succeed. The cards are stacked against him. But I do hope that, to Claire's point, what he's done for this program is taken into consideration, because I think he is the right face for Northwestern football. As sports fans, we all have one moment that we want to relive again and again. I know what mine would be. Maybe I'll say it at the end as a little fun bonus answer. But I want to hear from you guys. What is the sports moment that you guys would want to relive, and why that moment? BA comes set, looks towards second, steps towards home. Hit hard into center field, moving back to Shazo. This is down for extra bases. Best will score. Coming around third is Kawashima. He will be in standing and in sliding to third base. Aiden Robbins. A missile, a triple, 2-run score, and the Giants right back into it. The pitch to Robbins. This is hit hard into right center field. Moving back his Powers. And this is going to go. The Giants have tied this game. Aiden Robbins, 99 miles an hour off the bat. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Gaithersburg. The pitch to Martin. Hit hard on the ground, and it's through. The Giants have come back to win this ball game. Kawashima in to score in his second game as a Giant. And let the celebration begin. A.J. Martin gets the job done. His first hit of the night is all the Giants needed. 5-4 the final. 39 seconds to go. Northwestern down by 6. Into the corner for Lau. She dribbles into the paint. Corner, Harder for 3. Yes, sir! Casey Harder makes it a one-possession game with 33.2 to go. Joe McEwen drew it up, and I don't know if he could have done it any better. Northwestern rushing it down the floor. It's Caroline Lau. Gets it to Sullivan, stops her feet, layup goes in. It is now 16-11, 2.5 minutes to go in the first. Quick 3 in transition by DePaul. That was Carsonson, no good. Here's Caroline Lau once again running up the floor. Northwestern working quickly today. Sullivan, another fadeaway, hand in her face, can't get it to go. And a rebound by DePaul. McCline with the basketball. Gets it to Carsonson, who's in off the bench. Another 3. She nails this one. She was wide open on the near side. With 2 minutes to go, it is a 2-point deficit between these two Chicago teams. Well, Raghav, this is the Illinois rivalry, right? Illinois, Northwestern. So if it isn't below 30 degrees, you're not doing it right.
Exactly.
This is how it's meant to be played. You can see your breath. What amazes me is that a lot of these football players in this cold weather still go with the short sleeves. Walking outside, my fingers felt like they were going to fall off, so shout out to them for braving the elements, but should be a fun one today. Illinois coming into this one ranked top 25 in the country. Huge for them. They're trying to finish ranked for the first time since 2007, which is also the last time that they had 9 wins. A win today against Northwestern would get them to that mark. It's been quite the season for the Illini.